it impacted me so much. Um, at the time, I was living in, I mean, half in Morocco, half in Spain, and I was a bit struggling with training like consistently, in a gym, especially during that time. So I had to do everything from home, like everybody did, and it was big of a difference from me before COVID and me after COVID when I had to go back to the gym, because I just saw so many of my skills getting better. I just spent that much time training outside and spending so much time working on my mental health and my physical health that when I got back to the gym, it was just, I would say, a different me. But I believe that many people had that, mostly like gym addicts, that were just training over and over again during that period of time. So it was a big change, I would say. No, I've done many sports before. So I was a dancer in the first place. So I started dancing when I was 3, stopped dancing when I was 14, and when I started CrossFit. In between, I did bodybuilding, I ran marathons, and I discovered CrossFit. So when I was 14, started doing that as much as I was dancing. So 6 hours a day, every day. And yeah, but in between I did many sports like gymnastics. The ones I really hooked in was dancing, then the bodybuilding part. That was a good 3 4 years of my life, but big ones. And now CrossFit for almost 4 years now. Well, I would say as many girls that I would talk about many girls that I know, that I've been with, that I trained with, that I danced with. Many of them had that transition between dancing to the gym, mostly because of what we know, what we knew. I hope it's not the case anymore, but what the girls' body, perfect body should be like. So skinny girls that train, that has a little bit of muscle, and at the time I thought I was quite fat for a dancer, which I've never been really, but I was definitely taller and a bit wider than other girls. So I started going to the gym with my cousin to kind of lose weight a bit. I mean, if he was more into doing to running, so it was motivated me, being like, oh, if I run, I will lose weight, and that went alongside with one another. But so yeah, that transition was mostly from, I was dancing still when I was going to the gym, so I would dance my all during the afternoons every day, like 5 hours. But in the morning, I would go for 1 or 2 hours in the gym, and then slowly but surely, the dance started to be shorter. So it was like 4 hours, 3 hours, and the gym was longer and longer, and that's pretty much how it go. It was really smooth, but it was there. I train 6 hours a day, 6 to 8 hours a day, depending on the time of the year. Right now, it's 6 hours a day, 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. I usually have 3 to 4 hours break in between, where I can recover, rest, do some body work. Um, First session is usually a bit of mostly strength. It's been lifting lately, lifting workout, some skills, and then during the afternoon maybe some more lifting, some more drills, another workout, or depending what my coach has in the menu for the day. I eat a lot. I eat a lot. I mean, I eat around 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day. Usually split in 3 to 4 meals. I eat a lot of snacks in the run because of not too much food. I'm trying to eat more on my training. I'm a foodie and I love my breakfast, so that's something that definitely takes most of my calories. But then, like lunch and dinner, might be a bit smaller, but just because of preference. And I have most of my calories around training. That could be like in form of drinks, of protein powders, of well, maltodextrin, which is just type of sugar, or yeah, around that around training. So um, I make sure I eat loads of protein to better recovery, and I go better with more carbs, not much with more fat. So I have higher carbs definitely, and a lot of proteins too. Mm, I think it goes through moods. I'm a sugar person, so it's always chocolate. Whenever I'm done on my session Saturday, because then I'm resting on Sunday, I have big packet of chocolate. I'm just eating it all by the end of the weekend, or something really chocolate. There's a restaurant very close to my house that have it's called I don't know what it's called to be honest, but they just make chocolate, everything chocolate, like cream crabs, waffles, filled up with different type of chocolates, and that would always be my go-to cheat. Well, it's a lot of scheduling, a lot of making sure calendar is on point and that it's always adapted to new changes in life. Um, when I first started CrossFit, it was a bit messy because I had to be at school 8 hours a day. So every morning I would wake up at 4, be at the box at 5, train from 5 till 8, go to school, finish at 4 p.m., then go straight to the box again and finish my training. I would sleep little, recover little, but I wouldn't be a happy kid because I would be training enough. Now it's completely different. I am really lucky because I'm currently studying remotely, so remotely I think you can call that online. Um, I'm studying psychology online in an online school or in a university that proposes the online schooling, which allows me to be able to train and study at the same time. Also with other aspect of my life, like other jobs that I've been doing throughout the years, coaching, now having my own programming helps me a lot, but have other ideas in other aspect of my life that needs to be readapted. So before it was just school and training, now it's school, programming, training. And again, it's just really reorganizing the week and the days to my current situation. It changes all the time, but I've gotten quite used to it in the last 3 years, and it's getting quite well. Winning the games, and many times. So I think like every CrossFitter, that their goal is to win the CrossFit Games, not to just go to the CrossFit Games. I know for sure that I will not be satisfied by just going there, but I've not been there yet. I know I have the potential and I have the energy, and I believe really a lot in myself to make it there, to win and to win and to win over and over again. So that's the ultimate goal. Okay, inside the sport of CrossFit. Hmm, I would say that my biggest inspiration mm, is definitely the 6 times winner Tia Claire to me. Not because she won 6 times, 7 times, mostly because she's the difference of the way she was thinking when she first made the games and finished second, and how she is now is mind blowing. There's a couple of documentaries from 2018 and then 2020 where you can see her being shocked by the way she was thinking and the way she was talking about herself in 2018, and seeing the difference between her at the time and her now, thinking how one mental strength can make you win or lose a spot at the games as a winner or second, is was really well emphasized by her mental by her mental spirit. So she is my, let's say, role model in that sense. But I believe each one of the games athlete or any person I've met in the world of CrossFit has been a big influence in my life, and that I'm learning from most of them. And out of the sport of CrossFit, I would say that's a girl that is my best friend. I've been knowing her for a few years now, and she's the most empowering and amazing woman and, like, let's say, incredible woman I've ever met, because either in the mental part of being a human or in the practical part, she's just always there to show you that you can do better, that you can be better, that you can think better. She is also a vulnerable person. She is like everybody else, but she just thinks in a way that I can relate so much to. and that's when I just talk to her. We have that kind of synergy, and she's just boosting me up for accomplishing things in my life. So most of my accomplishment can go to her. Most of the way I'm thinking now and talking now mostly comes to her. She helped me a lot get in confidence when I met her till now. In sport, um, I would say that I've been in the semifinals, which is something that is not easy to do. Um, that's seen or that's been said as a big accomplishment. I'm also the fittest woman in Morocco right now, so it is pretty good. Is it the biggest accomplishment I've ever made in my life? No, I wouldn't say so. They still said that I'm really proud of that, but I know that mm, I've done other things more in the, we all have accomplishments that we're proud of that are not especially sports related, but things that I've done for myself, for others that I would be way much more prouder than that. But as a sports one, if we're talking about sport, then making it to the semifinals. to to be there, because when I started CrossFit was in Morocco, and the box I was training in was full of guys, really few girls, and I was also the youngest one. And I remember thinking, I don't have my place here. I am too small. I am too weak. But that's the worst thought you could ever have when you start CrossFit, because CrossFit is just there to make everybody good. It's such a sport that is adapted to everyone. So if you're ever a girl or anybody that gets to your gym and just feels like you're not supposed to be